Yeah, so guys, welcome to my channel. So today tutatengeneza this model box hii ya cookies. So after you refresh your page, it takes like about 3 seconds and then that hiyo cookie stuff in appear. So how do we do it? We are going to do it in this video. So wacha nianze. Okay, let me delete everything. I start afresh from zero. Okay, sasa so nimetengeneza this html file yangu inaitwa popup.html na css yake, then I linked the html and the css file here. Sasa so wacha tuanze. I have also two images. I have the close image na hiyo cookies image, but I will nitaweka hiyo link hizo images in the description below. Sasa wacha tuanze. So first and foremost I'm going to create the div. Sasa hiyo box hiyo cookie hiyo the div, so dot in short form dot chanite hiyo div model box, nipate class name ya model box, model box, then you press enter. As you can see it creates a div with the class model box. Sasa so hiyo ndio box yetu model box, then ndani ya hiyo box yetu kuna nini, si tumeona kuna hiyo cookies, hiyo image ya cookie, then there is that x icon na kuna hiyo the button, si ndio? So img hiyo that's for image, source ni cookies.png and then let me give it a class name of cookies, and then we are going to have a button yeah, accept. Okay, so far that's how it looks, and then we're going to use that p a paragraph to write we use cookies to optimize user experience. So we use cookies to optimize user experience. Use cookies to optimize user experience. So far so good. That's how it is. And then we are going to add the image icon later. So let us first style this one in our css, and then we see. So star, it is used for universal selector. It selects the whole document. So padding, tuseme padding 0. Hizi ni zile normal, margin 0, box sizing border box, okay. So far so good. And then we go to our cookies. So nilikuwa nimecreate your class name, yeah, the cookies. Okay, even before we style our cookies, wacha to style this box now, and then we center everything ikwe katikati. Sasa so let me come back here, and then model box tunatumia e dot kuselect class. Sasa so hiyo box yetu, hiyo model box, we want our width to be, let's say 80%, and then we want the max width, let's say 300 pixels, and then text align, kila kitu ndani kwa katikati, center. Okay, so to position absolute, and then top 50%, atakikwe katikati, top 50%, then left 50%, and then okay. So far unaona ikiwa hivyo iko katikati, but sasa ndio iko katikati ya hii page hapa, lazima tuweke transform translate. So transform, then translate negative 50%, then comma negative 50%. So hii nini yetu itakuwa katikati ya page sasa vizuri, itakuwa centered as you can see. Sasa so yeah, so far so good. We can now style our cookies. Even before we style our cookies, okay, so we can change the background kwanza, background image. So I'm going to say body, nataka to your background color, background. You can change the background color to this color code. Nilikuwa nimesave hapa color code, so 0cc 0df. Okay, sasa then this background yake, background color, we can put wife, so wife ni FFF, #FFF. Okay, so far so good. Then we can put some border radius to make easy edges zikuwe smooth, so 15 pixels. As you can see, our edges huku ziko smooth, zinaka fiti. Then you can add some padding 20%, 20 pixels, 20 pixels. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so we can go ahead and style our cookies. Cookies nilikuwa nimepatia class name ya cookies. Let me come back here, confirm, yeah, cookies. So I can copy that. We come to style our cookies here. Cookies, nipatie with let's say 100 pixels, at least ikuwe ndogo kiasi. Okay, and then we can style our p element, hiyo paragraph yetu yenye tumeandika. Then we can say text, font kwanza, font style naweza change font style tuweke sans serif, no, si font style, nira font family, font family tunaweza weka sans serif to save. Okay, iko sawa. Then the font size tunaweza sema large. Okay, so far so good, iko sawa. Then nataka hii cookies na hizi text yetu at least kuwe na ka margin hapo kiasi, kuwe na space, so margin bottom between the cookies and your word tuseme kama 10 pixels hivi. Okay, iko sawa, 10 pixels ama 15, yenye 15 pixels. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, na pia hii the distance between easy wording na hii the button nataka pia kuwe na ka distance kiasi, so naweza sema hapa pia margin bottom tuseme pia hapo pia 15 pixels. Okay, so far so good. Now we can style our button. So tunakuja button na nika the button, then you can say width to take 100% of the container, 100%. Now it will take 100% of that. Okay, then tunaweza toa the border, tunasema border 0, and then tuweke some padding ya chekuka hivyo konda, so padding you can say 10 pixels. Okay, so far so good. And then you can change the background color yake. We can use like light blue, ama you can use another background hiyo ionekane vizuri, light blue, chatuna light blue. Okay, light blue iko sawa. Okay, so far so good. And then nataka cursor yake isikuwe default, ni default nataka ikuwe pointer, so I will come and say here cursor to be pointer. As you can see nikipoint hapa inakuwa pointer. Then I can change the border radius to give it smooth edges, so border radius I can say 5 pixels, itakuwa now some smooth edges as you can see. And then I can add some shadow effect, so box shadow, the first input yenye unaweka ni ya the horizontal axis, so 0. The next input ni ya vertical axis, so 10 pixels. The third input inakuwa horizontal, vertical, then the blur, so 15 pixels itakuwa how blurry. And then we can now input the color code, so unaweza ka color direct black, ama you can use the RGBA values. So I'll say 0 again, 0 nataka kitu ka blackish hivi, gray, light gray, then 0 and then 0. Let's say 3 kitu kaya. So this is our shadow hapo chini sasa. So we can go ahead and add our ile icon yetu yenye tuja add, the X icon. So you can come back to your HTML and you can add that image. So you can use img, then the source nilikuwa nimesave aje hiyo image, the close.png. So source utaandika hiyo close.png. Okay, sasa ndio hiyo icon imekam, but ni kubwa, so we are going to style it. So let me give it a class name of, let's say, close. Then nikienda kwa CSS I can use that close with the class selector, we style that icon image, so dot close your dot close, and then we can change the width. And we can use let's say 20 to 25 pixels. It was reasonable, 25 pixels there, and then we can position it absolute, so that ikwe in relative to this container. E box ndikwe the nearest parent. Okay, absolute, sawa sawa, and then we can say top 15 pixels, and then right. Okay, so now I come up to the top. So now right, after saying top, now you say right. Nataka isonge hivi kiasi, right, niseme pia 15 pixels. Yeah, as you can see, and then I will change the cursor to pointer. Nikipoint hapa ikwe na tule tumikono, so I'll say cursor to be pointer, nikipoint hapa, as you can see. Yeah, so far so good. So far tumemaliza kustyle hiyo. Now we are going to use our JavaScript ndio tuwekele delay. User akiingia kwa hiyo site, at least kuna delay kama 5 second ndio hii model box ina pop up. Sasa, so I'm going to come here, ni add my script file, so that I can put my JavaScript code inside here. Okay, so the first and foremost, lazima ni able ku select now this model box. So I'm going to create a variable yenye ndakuwa na refer nayo kwa hii model box yenye tumecreate hii div class. Sasa ika container hii box, lazima ni create a variable yenye itakuwa ina refer kwa hii box. Sasa na kwanza we can hide it, hiyo model box, hii box yenye tumecreate yenye iko na hizi content, tunaweza sema display none. Sawa, acha tuseme kwanza display tuseme none, display none. So sahi haionekani, iko tu hivyo. Sasa okay, so display ni none. So let me create a variable. So let seme box, variable yetu inaitwa box. Let box is equals to document.get element by id. So lazima refer document.get element by id. Okay, lakini sasa kwa nimepatia hiyo box id, so I can give it an id name. Your box I can give it an id name. Tuseme tumeita model box, that is the id name. Sasa, so let me copy that. So document.get element by id, so your id name yake ni hiyo model box. Sasa, so now I can use this word box to refer to hiyo container. Hii box yenye iko hapa, ndio nimesema let e box is equals to this. Sasa kwa JavaScript I can use this box to manipulate now this model box. I hope that makes sense. So there's an inbuilt function in JavaScript called setTimeout. Now this function, it executes a piece of code after a certain duration of time. Now hapa sasa kitu yenye tunataka kufanya, we want our box to be displayed after, let's say 5 seconds. So we want the box to be displayed. Now we are going to use this inbuilt JavaScript function called setTimeout. Sasa, so let me just show you how it's done. So your setTimeout, it's a function. So now this function, it takes in another function kama its argument. Okay, so kwa JavaScript kuna kitu inaitwa first class citizens. So functions they are referred to as first class citizens. Kwa nini? Kwa sababu they can be placed inside other functions. Yani unaweza tumia function inside another function, na pia unaweza tumia function inside variables. Unapata? Kama hujelewa, don't worry, you'll just understand it as I do. So this setTimeout, this is an inbuilt function. Na ukiona hapa ndani, we can use now another function inside as its parameter. Okay, so let me say function. Unaweza tumia hii ama utumie arrow function, but for simplicity wacha tutumie tu hii function hivyo. So now this setTimeout, it nimewambia hii function, it is used to execute a function after a certain duration of time. Now what do you want to execute? Tunataka hiyo display, si tulikuwa tumesema display is equals to none. Now we want it display equal block. Sasa, so I'm going to say box. Now I'm going to use box. Sasa tutatumia model box kwa sababu hapa nimeshairify let box is equals to that. I'm going to use box. So box.style display, I want display is equals to block. So block, and then I want it to be displayed block after, so nitakama hapa comma, after how many, let's say after, let's say 4000, so inamaanisha after 4 seconds, hii ni milliseconds, so after 4 seconds itakuwa displayed to block. So let me click save and then we see. So nimefinya save, let us wait. So as you can see, after 4 seconds imekuwa display. Let me refresh it again so that you can see the effect. So nime refresh, as you can see siguzi kitu, then as we just wait, as you can see it has been displayed. So after 4 seconds imekuwa displayed. So that is our set timeout function. Okay, so we want to include another function yenye if I click accept ama this icon ex, this box itakuwa itatoka sasa. So tafanyaje? So I'm going to create a function here called tuseme remove, ama tuseme tutoe acha niko hapa kienyeji, toa your box. Hapana, hii inachachisha. What the fuck? Tuseme remove remove the box, remove box, si ndio? Hiyo model box, remove box for simplicity. So function yetu inaitwa remove box. So what will our function do? So our function tutasema hiyo box dot style dot display, tuweke tu none, style dot display, display is equals to none. Sawa, none. So okay, so nikifinya hii nataka, okay, so nime refresh, now we have to wait again for 4 seconds. Okay, so sasa hii nikifinya hakuna kitu inafanyika sasa. So nataka niende hapo kwa hiyo button. Iko wapi hiyo button? Hiyo button, where is it? It's here. So niseme on click, nikiclick hiyo button on click, I want you to execute this function that we've created, and the function we've created, it's called remove box. So I'm going to come here on click niseme I want you to remove box, execute this function called remove box. Okay, so nitafanya hivyo, then the same thing for this x icon. Sasa, so I'm going to come up to this image class and then hapa niseme on click again, on click I want you to execute the remove box. Let me just copy it here, remove box. Okay, so far so good. Acha ni change time. Hii time 4 seconds ni mingi sana. Let me say 3 seconds. 4 seconds tunangoja hapo time masaa mbaya. Okay, so as you can see imeka 3 seconds ndio imekam. So if I click here accept, as you can see imetoka kwa sababu it executes this party box, the display inakuwa none. So I hope you've understood how you've done. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section. So thank you for your time. Subscribe to learn for free.